Randy Orton advances into the King of the Ring finals in Saudi Arabia. He'll face off against Gunther. Nia Jax advances in the Queen of the Ring finals tournament. She's going to be facing off against Lyra Valkyria. The latest Uncle Howdy teasers have been revealed on SmackDown. Could Piper Niven be set to challenge for Bayley's Women's Championship at Clash at the Castle? A Women's Tag Team Championship match has been added to the upcoming WWE King and Queen of the Ring PLE taking place in Jeddah today. And also another match has been added into the Double or Nothing buy-in pre-show. Hey guys, welcome back to Wrestling News 365. Hope everyone is doing very well. As always, there are plenty of news stories to get into in the world of professional wrestling. Let's start off talking about Randy Orton advancing to the finals of the WWE King of the Ring tournament. Gunther will have to topple the Viper to become King in the Ring in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia today. The Ring General will be facing Randy Orton in the finals of the tournament at King and Queen of the Ring after Orton defeated the Bloodline's Tama Tonga in the main event of SmackDown. The winner of Gunther and Orton's bout will go on to have a title match at WWE SummerSlam on August 3rd in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonga was accompanied to the ring by Paul Heyman and Solo Sikoa, but earlier in the night it was revealed that Tonga Loa would not be in Saudi Arabia. Gunther also made his presence known and was shown sitting in the front row of the audience to watch the bout. Orton hit an RKO on Tonga for the victory after an initial attempt to hit the most dangerous three letters in WWE was thwarted by Solo Sikoa. He will move on to the finals at the Premium Live event on Saturday. He stared down Gunther at ringside but was attacked from behind by Sikoa, who hit a Samoan spike on Orton. Kevin Owens ran down the ramp to have Orton's back, driving off the Bloodline as SmackDown went off the air to Orton and Owens' celebration. So what are your thoughts when it comes to this? Of course, we will be live for a watch-along and a post-show for WWE King and Queen of the Ring, so be sure to join us later. But who do you think is going to win the tournament? Let me know your predictions in the comments section below. Now, Nia Jax will also be competing in a tournament final today. After ploughing their way through the SmackDown Women's Division, Nia Jax and Bianca Belair met in the ring in Saudi Arabia in the Queen of the Ring tournament semi-finals. In the end, it was Jax who had her hand raised by the referee and will face fellow finalist Lyra Valkyria in less than 24 hours for both a crown and a guaranteed title opportunity at SummerSlam. The Irresistible Force and the EST opened up the special Saudi Arabia edition of SmackDown with an intense battle. Jax overwhelmed Belair in the early goings of the match, and the knee injury that has plagued Belair's Queen of the Ring tournament experience became progressively worse and worse as the match carried on. Belair's knee gave out during a KOD attempt, which allowed Jax to capitalize with a senton and an annihilator for the victory. Immediately following the match, Kayla Braxton attempted to interview Jax in the ring. Jax hijacked a microphone to issue a warning to Valkyria, who was watching the entire match in the front row of the audience. Jax warned her that she buzzed through Belair and reminded her opponent that she buzzed through Becky Lynch. Jax reassured both Valkyria and the Saudi Arabia crowd that Valkyria was just another person she had to similarly buzz through in order to become both queen and champion. In the segment following Jax's vicious prophecy, Belair was seen sitting in the back with ice on her knee. Belair confided in Byron Saxton that her knee simply gave up on her before she was interrupted by Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell, foreshadowing an announcement that we'll talk about in just a second. Now, we've got more teasers when it comes to Uncle Howdy's new faction set to debut at some point seemingly in June. There have been more clues about the seemingly soon-to-debut WWE faction featuring Uncle Howdy after another QR code appeared on SmackDown. Another day, another QR code, and more Uncle Howdy related sleuthing has commenced as it seems that the debut of the new faction is fast approaching. With a link being revealed from the latest QR code, there is an entire mini website to navigate. However, through the site, it seems that more clues continue to point towards specifically a set of WWE stars who are thought to be joining the new faction. While bopping around the website, there are 4 points that seem similar to the 4 notes that were written by the mysterious hands in the Twitch stream on Thursday. Now, we can actually read the messages on the screen right there, with the note labeled Hex I, specifically using female pronouns and saying she stared into the abyss. This is seemingly in reference to Nikki Cross. Another note listed as Truncheon 2 seems to be pointing directly to Eric Rowan, noting he already knows the way, the implication of which is that he was a part of the Wyatt family. Prey 3 seems to still point to Joe Gacy, noting that he was loyal but his family was not, based on the idea that the dyad left WWE or possibly Dexter Lumis. And lastly, note Spark 4 certainly could be pointed towards the aforementioned Dexter Lumis, who is effectively abandoned on the main roster by his former pals in The Way. So, what do you make of the latest clues, and what are your thoughts on this Uncle Howdy faction? Are you enjoying the teasers? Are you not enjoying the teasers? Let me know your thoughts about that too. Now, Clash at the Castle is coming up soon, and possibly we may have an indication of one of the matches for the upcoming show in Glasgow. WWE Women's Champion Bayley's opponent at Clash at the Castle possibly has been revealed. At the WWE King and Queen of the Ring 2024 Go Home edition of SmackDown, Bayley took on Chelsea Green in one-on-one action. As many fans would predict, the role model took care of Green in fairly quick fashion, picking up another victory via the Rose Plant. However, it was what happened after the bell that would have raised some eyebrows. After picking up the victory over Green, Bayley was ambushed by Green's tag team partner Piper Niven, with the Scottish star leaving Bayley laying, seemingly suggesting that a feud between the two could be coming. With Clash at the Castle in Glasgow, Scotland, WWE's next premium live events following Queen and King of the Ring, it seems likely that WWE may have planted the seeds for Niven to perhaps challenge Bayley in front of her home country. Now, of course, as mentioned, no matches have yet been made official for Clash at the Castle, however, but it is being reported that Niven's fellow Scot Drew McIntyre is also being set for a big World Heavyweight Championship clash against the current champion Damian Priest. Now, I spoke about this earlier on when it comes to Bianca Belair. She is still going to be in action at the upcoming PLE today in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. During this week's pre-filmed episode of SmackDown, WWE confirmed that a new match has been added to King and Queen of the Ring's premium live event lineup. Specifically, Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair will defend the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships in a pre-show bout against Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. With King and Queen of the Ring PLE taking place in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, its pre-show will begin the hour prior. For Belair and Cargill, this will mark their first events after defeating the Kabuki Warriors to capture the Women's Tag Team Championships at Backlash earlier this month. For LeRae and Hartwell, WWE King and Queen of the Ring marks their first title shot since the 2024 Elimination Chamber kickoff show, where they unsuccessfully challenged the Kabuki Warriors. Before she and Cargill defended the Women's Tag Team Championships, Belair faced, as I mentioned, the irresistible force Nia Jax in the semi-finals of the Queen of the Ring tournament on SmackDown, where the latter would go on to face Lara Valkyria in the finals in the tournament. But as I mentioned, Bianca Belair was unsuccessful, and now when it comes to a possible knee injury, does the advantage now go to the challengers? And finally, speaking of matches being added to pre-shows, Double or Nothing, of course, is on Sunday, and just 48 hours before AEW celebrates 5 years with Double or Nothing 2024, Tony Khan is putting the finishing touches on the card. During Friday's episode of AEW Rampage, Deonna Purrazzo finally named a time and place that she would face Thunder Rosa. Naturally, the place is the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, and the time is the buy-in pre-show on Sunday. The former AEW Women's Champion has been feuding with Purrazzo for several weeks. Purrazzo lost her first pay-per-view match at Revolution, where she challenged timeless Toni Storm for the title, bringing in Rosa to be her equalizer. Rosa then defeated the Virtuosa on Rampage last month, which resulted in Purrazzo turning on her and the two brawling until security could separate them. Purrazzo admitted that she turned on Rosa because she tried to jump the line and get a title shot and made everything about herself. Rosa also failed to defeat Storm at AEW Dynasty in April. Since the turn, Rosa has attacked Purrazzo following 2 of her matches, with Rosa having told her former ally to name a time and place. Purrazzo told Renee Paquette that they were going to wrestle when the odds were even and the lights shine the brightest. Quote, "I say we do it in Las Vegas," Purrazzo said, adding she wants to start the show by ending you. The match was later made official during the Rampage broadcast, bringing the total number of Double or Nothing matches to 11. No other buy-in matches have been announced as of this recording. But there you go, guys. The latest pro wrestling news for you. Be sure to smash a like on the like button. Be sure to subscribe bottom right-hand corner. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll speak for you again very, very soon.
Hey guys, thank you for watching, listening, streaming, or however you come across this video today. Be sure to click on the video on the right there to watch our next video, or click the bottom there to subscribe, or the bottom right hand corner. Thank you very much, and I'll speak to you again very soon.